Hello, and welcome back to my review of Black Clover Chapter 365, titled 500 Years in Isolation. Sorry if my voice isn't the best, I have been fighting a cold, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys. And this is it, guys. This is the chapter that we have been waiting for. We open this chapter with Nero describing how her spell works. She's sealing the wounds and pain that everyone has received up until now. However, if she is damaged, it will come undone. Gray and Gauche are laying on the floor, bleeding out. Gauche has completely lost his left arm. Now, I do believe there is a chance that they could survive. And this is because of Nero's sealing spell. It can stop whatever blood is left in them from leaking out. However, there's already a massive puddle of blood that the two of them are laying in. Charmy transforms into her adult form, with her sheep turning into a wolf, and Nock tells Nero to let Gordon and Henry go so that the two of them can join in the assault against Damnatio. Charmy's wolf absorbs two light spells from the angels as Charmy attacks these two angels. Noct uses Canis and Equus to summon two massive shadow wolves that bite down on the two angels. Now, I really love the visual here in this panel because the three wolves all next to each other almost look like Cerberus, and I think that this fits quite nicely as the Black Bulls are fighting for Asta, who has a devil, and they're fighting against angels and a paladin. I just think that thematically it's really beautiful. Charmy, Luck, Magda, and Zora all rush at Damnatio, and Damnatio realizes that they're only trying to buy time. So he turns a page in his grimoire, and then Charmy erupts in blood. Her wolf disappears as she falls to the ground. Zora tries to punch Damnatio, but before he can even land a hit, he erupts in blood too and is sent flying back. Nock's wolves disappear as he falls to the ground. And while this is happening, Damnatio explains what's going on. Some of the paladins were given a second magic attribute by Lucius. Now, we already knew this, but he was given the Supreme Devil Ball, who has atmosphere magic. And he says that it's an invisible power that will judge all of you. Now, it's at this point in the chapter that Nero starts an inner monologue. However, I'm going to cover that at the end once this monologue ends, as it's kind of dispersed throughout the rest of the chapter. Luck is stabbed through the gut and coughs up blood. Magna throws a fireball to activate his Soul Chain Deathmatch spell. However, it doesn't activate and Magna is taken out. Henry and Gordon fly towards Damnatio, firing spells at him. However, Damnatio eradicates what's left of the Black Bull hideout, sending Henry and Gordon flying like ragdolls into the tree. Vanessa, Dorothy, and the Witch Queen prepare to hold off Damnatio, but all three of them are defeated instantly. Nero, on her hands and knees covered in blood, looks up at Damnatio. Now, to cover her inner monologue here, she says for 500 years she was detached from humanity because of the forbidden magic. She lived only for the sake of the mission. Had she been in her human form, it would have been long enough to break her heart. As long as she completed her mission, she didn't care if it killed her. She had no attachments to this world, or so she thought. We see Lumiere thanking her for all that she's done, and that now she should win a new happiness in this era. And then we see a panel of all the bulls. As everyone's being defeated, she says to herself, "Stop. My friends, the ones who saved me." And as she looks up at Damnatio, she says to herself, "It's all your fault. The reason I'm alive. The reason I have friends now. I got my heart back. So come back already. I can't keep going without you." And as this inner monologue ends, Nero screams Asta at the top of her lungs. Damnatio says, this time, it is the end. Then, on the next page, Asta puts his hand on Nero's head as he steps out from the portal, looking pissed. Nero's eye widens, and we see a panel of Lumiere's back that transitions into Asta's back as he walks towards Damnatio. Asta says, "Thank you, everyone." End of chapter. And we're not on break next week. So let's start off with Asta here. In terms of Asta versus Damnatio, I get the feeling that this is not going to be too difficult of a fight for Asta. And I have two reasons for this. The first is that we've already seen him use his anti-magic Zaten against two paladins, and it was very effective. And the second is taking after the Sister Lily fight. We know that Sister Lily was amped by Beelzebub, who I'm pretty sure is a stronger devil than Baal. So I just get the feeling that Asta is actually going to have relative ease with this one, as in terms of devil strength, I feel like Damnatio is going to be a weaker opponent, but at the same time, as an actual base magic user and a magic knight, Damnatio is far stronger than Sister Lily. So we'll just have to wait and see when it comes to that. As far as Asta's actual return, it's just incredible. This last page is fantastic and beautiful. Not to mention, we're getting part of Nero's perspective during the course of a good portion of this chapter, and I think that really served to elevate this scene, and especially her inner monologue was just fantastic. I absolutely love the ending of this chapter, and I really hope that we can get some more Nero focus in terms of the timeline and the events that she's viewed in the future, especially with how important she was this chapter. Now, yet again, same as last chapter, the Black Bulls were just fantastic. I absolutely love seeing them in action here, and I really like the team up between Charming and Noct. However, I do need to bring into question the Black Bulls' involvement in the rest of the arc. I mean, every single one of them is ranging from badly wounded to potentially dead. Now, it is possible that the Witch Queen could heal them before they all go off to go save the Clover Kingdom. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. But really, this, in my opinion, was just a fantastic chapter. This is by far one of the best of the final arc. I would actually say this is probably my favorite of the final arc. I would say it tops last chapter for sure. And I just can't wait to see what comes next. I am very excited for the future of Black Clover. And I'll see you guys in the next Black Clover video. Bye, guys.